She looked again, but still couldn't find the man who was sublime, and tried again, but no, that wasn't to be. Still she produced from one but two daughters we. Wow, that is pretty neat. Take a seat, the channel you're at is LGBT friendly, and so you best respectful of others, or you will be launched into orbit by Robin's Mars. Ooh yeah, oh yeah, yeah, yeah. Robin, she is awesome. Some lyrics I can't think of. Let's talk about the things of this world that matter, so we can maybe think about a way to make it neat. It will be sweet. Yeah, yeah, Robin. Don't mention.
Hello.
Howdy, howdy.
I don't know what's wrong with my screen. It's showing the wrong screen. I've got all this messed up so much.
That was some kind of music there. I hadn't heard your intro song there before. That's pretty cool.
Oh, that's yeah, that's what I said. Made me that, and I've got my camera on too still. Lord mercy. Deconverted Man made me that, and he made me like 3 songs. One of them I could never play on air, but the other 2, like he played. It's the same song, but it has like different music to it, like a different kind. I call that the Lover Boy version, and then there's one that's like the ACD version. So
Yeah, cool. It's pretty good. It's pretty good.
yeah, it's pretty good. Yeah, Deacon Birdman is actually pretty talented. But
Yeah, Geo Sam did some kind of video intro on mine. And I wound up using a little part of it towards the end of mine. He did that all with GIMP, I think.
Dane said hello. I think is the link in chat. I haven't got to pin it because I've got to go over and do it on the YouTube. But
Yeah, I see it on the side here. I don't know about on the YouTube. I don't have the YouTube open. I need to pull that open, I guess.
yeah, I think well, I mean, like I'll have to pin it up there, but I've got it. It says I pinned it here, but then it's not. It don't. You know what I mean? It don't. No, see, I don't want to do that.
Yeah, it's been my experience with the Restream that when you pin it from inside of here, it doesn't actually pin. So you need to do it from the YouTube page. It's just been my experience, unfortunately.
So Dane, if you want to come up, you can, or Ape, if you want to come up. I don't know who else is here. I think OE's probably here. Objective Ethics, you want to come up? I've got my cat up here getting ready to try to help me do some stuff on the computer here. See, I brought a clip just for us to start watching until somebody showed up. It's kind of something that I thought was kind of interesting. It's got a little AI voice stuff to it, which I don't care much for, but it is it's weird because it shows a shark who saves a turtle, and I just found it really interesting. And it shows the shark throw the turtle up there on a boat. So I don't know. I was gonna play it. It's just kind of neat. I thought. I don't know why it won't get me. Okay. Okay. I'm sorry, Dane. I told you I have to get with you and get the headset for you. But this is really weird. I hate the voice on it though. I hate when they use AI voice, but it's really weird because this great white shark like saves his turtle. Have you ever heard of like do we think of sharks as having like saving things?
Yeah, I don't know about that.
Yeah, well, I mean, it's all it shows it really obvious too. It's really weird. I'm gonna share it for a minute while we're waiting for somebody to get here.
Sure. Yeah, I probably won't be on a real long time. I generally get off and I have to do a little bit of gearing down here and watch a movie and all my wife.
Maybe.
Yeah, Dark Light. I did get your email. I was reading through your first one of your kind of your model. It's interesting. I think we've talked a little bit on it in the past. I don't I don't know that if there's fractal symmetry, all the way down. I don't know for sure that that's the case. There's a lot of fractal symmetry at different levels. Um, if it's repetitive all the way down to like quarks or something, I don't know the answer to that. If I had to guess, I doubt it. But there's little things that aren't worth picking at. But the main thing is just the reverence towards the universe. It seems that is the thing that is more than the scientific claim.
Yeah, yeah. We like I think Dane's ideals are pretty benign, but I can't go that far. We had this conversation the other day. Like I love Scott from the Mirror Point. I do. I think he's awesome,
Yeah.
but I cannot go along with the ideal that, which I mean, I'm not set determined on it. If they came up with some evidence for it, then I would be you know fine with that. It doesn't matter. I don't have a dog in that race, but I just can't come along with the ideal um, that consciousness is fundamental.
Yeah, yeah, it's like a bridge problem that I don't have a way to logically get from here to there, and I don't have the motivation emotionally to try to get from here to there. So there's nothing that motivates me emotionally, and there's nothing that's a bridge that I can get from the place that I am to the place that this is necessary, or that that it's needed for an explanation.
Yeah, and like Scott will make the comment sometimes that it's like it's magical thinking to think otherwise, and I just like to me and see like Dane says it makes sense to you, like I mean like I don't think that a lot of things about like the universe make sense to me, like a whole lot of it doesn't. Does it you, Robert? Like there's a whole lot of
I
stuff.
mean, I mean, a lot of it does, but when you're talking about like obviously things like quantum fields, even when you're talking about like fields interactions rather than physical particles touching or whatnot, and I've mentioned before that when we're talking about touching, there's no actual contact from atoms. What you have is this kind of external field around atoms that are touching, and there's no, it's just field interaction, it's force field interaction. It's so weird to even think of it in that way, but that's very unintuitive. And it's just, you think when you think about physics at different scales, obviously this scale that we look at things and we see things in our day-to-day life is very different than like a quantum scale of anything. An atomic scale, it's just not, it's just very different, and it's not intuitive. But I think for the most part, classical physics makes very much sense to me. I just think when we get into the microscopical things, some of it's just not intuitive.
Well, it makes maybe it makes sense after we've gotten it um, explained or whatever. But like much of it was not really something that was just necessarily intuitive to us, or we would have figured it out years before we did. Does that make sense? No.
Yeah, it's possible that we just can't. it's possible that there's limiting factors to knowledge, and I've I've said this before that. And that Neil deGrasse Tyson said in an interview, I can't remember who it was that asked him, "Do you think there's just a limitation to the human knowledge that we can't go any further?" And Neil's answer to it was very romantic in some sense, but he said, "If there is a limit to science, we can't afford to know it." And that's fair. That's fair. We don't want to create limits on ourselves or tell ourselves that there's limits. But realistically, obviously, anything that we could know in any sense, we have to be able to interact with the thing that we are knowing. And there, there may be things that were here before the universe. It's weird to even think in those terms. But that we're just not going to have any way to know it in any sense. So there's no way for us to interact with it. So how could we know it?
Yeah, I agree. I agree. Hello, Rich. How are you? Um, the link is pinned out there if anybody wants to come on. But um, yeah, I agree. I just, I mean, like I said, I don't, I'm not in, like, I haven't studied much of the knowledge that we do have on consciousness. Um, I know that, like Thomas and them over there in Painburn, Thomas has a lot of material on it that he has told me share with me. Understand a lot of it either. So, but he does, like they are very anti-idealist over there. So, and I know that Thomas has like looked into it a whole lot. It just seems like that if matter was fundament was if consciousness was fundamental to matter, that there should be something in the matter that we can measure, wouldn't there?
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. It's just you're making a if someone's making a claim and they're making a claim of a property. I mean, if we're talking about consciousness, we generally think of consciousness in terms of a property. And if it can't exhibit the property, then by what measure does it have the property, right? But the other thing is, I think you might be mixing this up a little bit. This is not really idealism. This might be more panpsychism, that everything has some consciousness to it, whether a rock or a tiny piece of wood or anything, that it might have some level of consciousness to it.
Well, Scott from Mirror Point is an idealist, and he claims that consciousness is fundamental. Like it's maybe a little separate than what Dane kind of goes with, but
Hmm. Yeah,
it's
the bit that I was in there talking with him, he seemed to. I mean, I don't know that he held that position strongly whenever I was talking to him. But yeah, I have seen some things that are purported, and like there's this we don't know, therefore this could be true propositions. And anytime that I hear that, it doesn't really matter what it is. It's a type of God of the gaps thing. It's a type of argument from ignorance. We don't know, therefore this could be okay. Therefore anything could be. We don't know, therefore any number of infinite probabilities could be. But we don't really have a reason to think this thing is so in the absence of some falsifiability.
I can't remember. There's two different kinds of idealism, and Scott is one of them. Like he does one of them. And, um, he holds. I know he's told me that and that other guy that came on stream with him, but he says that consciousness is fundamental. That it couldn't, so he rejects
Yeah.
the idea that consciousness arose out of unconscious matter.
Yeah, he does reject that. Now I do know that for sure. He uses this term like emergent. He uses, I think, a soft emergent and a strong emergent as the.
Yes.
He defines these as two separate emergents, and then his definitions of kind of the difference between strong and soft seem. He it doesn't even really have a definition. I think that he explained it using water with the quality of water, or that there's a property of water when you get the right particles together. Then there is a property of wetness. But this is kind of defining something by pointing to. It's like the definition of pink is here. Look at this, and then pointing to a thing that is pink. It's
Yeah.
not really given a definition on it. And that seemed like that's what he was having to do to some degree when he was talking about the difference between strong emergence and weak emergence. And I don't think there is really such thing as a distinct thing of strong emergence and weak emergence. Just like when we're talking about evolution and you're talking about micro versus macro, you're just talking about more of the same, you know.
Yeah. Uh, Rich asked, maybe you talked about it, which we just started this conversation, Rich. But it says, maybe you talked about it and I missed it. In your opinion, how did the consciousness arrive or evolve? Um, I don't know if consciousness evolved. Well, I mean, I guess, but I don't really have like anything. I don't, but I think that like the majority of the scientific consensus is that it's very likely that it just a like it was an emergent property out of like our our brain and
Yeah.
our central nervous system um, and chemistry,
Well, well, I
right?
want to be clear, and the way that I defined it there, whenever I was talking with Scott, is if you're talking about like a bacterial cell that has some ability to tell the difference in salinity, whether something's a higher or lower pH, right? This is all the function of the cell can do, is it can determine, or it can be not even determine as much as it has a characteristic that it's drawn towards a lower pH and away from a higher pH, for example. Then this is something that the cell has that it's interacting with in some way information. It's interacting with the physical. And now let's say we get another cell that has the ability to this single cell can sense heat and it goes towards warm areas and away from cold areas. So there's like a thermal kind of detection to the cell. And now you add these two together. Now you have one that can tell salinity and that can tell temperature, and it's making decisions based on this. Then you can get more photoreceptors, whether light's hitting it, and it's just a continuous increase of. At what point do you say, okay, now at this exact spot, now it's conscious? I don't think there is an exact spot where it becomes conscious. Anything that has the ability to interact based on external sensory perception, in some sense, it is conscious. It's like the hill analogy that I gave. How many grains of sand are in a hill? When do you call it, okay, now it's a hill, when that last grain of sand was added? I think that's ridiculous to think that the ontology of consciousness happens when this exact new phenomenon of sensory perception happens, and now it's consciousness. That seems as silly as saying the hill now exists with the last grain of sand.
Yeah, yeah, and I thought about that after you said that. That makes sense. Like it did evolve, like in that vision, like the eye. Like a lot of times we hear that the eye couldn't evolve; it's too complex and stuff like that. But we find um, animals, or life that have like you know, photosynthesis, like that light. They have cells that you know detect light,
Yeah, sure.
and then so that we have noticed every stage of the evolution of eyes,
Yeah.
you know, across the animals. So consciousness would be something probably akin to that in that view that it has evolved over, um, you know, just adding a
Yeah.
little more to it.
What's weird though is what we do is we pick our consciousness specifically and we use that. And this is what we were talking about on the channel on that. We use our consciousness as like the centerpiece to define what it is that's consciousness. And we don't do this with any other like product. We don't say, well, if it's not an eye like our eye, then it's not an eye, right? So we don't do say that the fly doesn't have an eye, but we might tend to think that the fly doesn't have consciousness or sentience. And it's just a different scale that's pragmatic enough for it to keep that creature alive. But it makes decisions. If something's coming at it quickly and it reacts and it moves, these are split-second decisions that are faster than ours. But they're interacting with the physical world. They're sentient. They're just less of it.
Okay, like here, Rich has put another thing. Like I don't know. if you're talking about the most complex and amazing thing in the universe, are you talking about consciousness? And nobody's claiming that it happened by itself. I mean, like that's a straw man of evolution that things happen by themselves. No one in evolution claims that anything happened
Well, I don't think she
unexpected.
said by herself. I don't want to jump to conclusions. That not might not be the position at all. It's
No,
just that it happened at all is amazing, and that's fair. That's fair. That
no,
it
I
is
mean
amazing.
I'm reading Rich's comment. See, okay.
Oh, okay.
It says what sounds silly is that the most complex and amazing thing in the universe can happen all by itself.
Huh. Well,
And I don't think that nobody happened by themselves. Yes, consciousness, okay. We don't think that anything happens by itself though. I think that there's causal, there's a causal relationship for everything that we are showing, or that we talk about. It doesn't just like appear out of nowhere like magic. And you know, I feel like that consciousness would a conscious being would be better able to survive than a non-conscious being, just because having an awareness of things that are around you, predator, what I mean, like that right there. So conscious would increase our survivability.
yeah, it's strange to think billions of failures gave rise to these successes. For every little success there, what's the one with the lemonade? That you can't make lemonade without a few squeezing a few lemons. The 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 peels of rinds of lemons is just wrought throughout all of the bottom of the ocean floor. It's just trillions and trillions of animals that have failed, and the few that are succeeding, there's just constantly this wave of success that is able to keep ahead of not dying. But I mean, the harsh environments are constantly, there's a cost. There's a cost to the success, and that cost is just almost an infinite supply of failures to get to these successes. So I don't think it. Obviously, it's not just happenstance. There's been a large price that has been paid for the small successes. Things like flying. You think of an animal that flies. Do you know how many millions of attempts to get to that, and that small jumps that a bird or an early bird species could make a jump and glide a little bit of distance, and that was pragmatic to it. So one small failure and semi-success after another has compelled us forward.
Yes, and yes, Rich is a creationist. Yes, I know you are. And um well, we do scoff over here, Rich. I will say that we do scoff. But let's try to be respectful, everybody. Like I respect Rich as a person. I don't feel like that necessarily beliefs deserve respect, but I believe that we should treat people with respect towards, and so
So
but
there's this model, Robin, about um, that they can't see it all because it's in multiple different generations. That if you want to think about this in terms of a single generation, you could think about it in terms of a clay ball or a muddy kind of ball at the top of a hill rolling down the hill. And as it rolls, it tumbles and it strikes every single time, striking the ball. And it's a malleable ball, and it molds the ball little by little by little as it goes down the hill. And when it gets down towards the bottom of the hill, it's a very, very spherical shape. And that's just the environment that it fell down, like gave rise to the shape. There's nothing intrinsic about the shape of a sphere. It's just that rolling down that hill and hitting in every different spot, that was just the shape that was most prevalent to arise from rolling down that hill, is to turn more and more into a sphere, like a ball shape. And that's in a singular object. Whereas if you could think of every single strike that ball jumped and hit the ground and helped mold itself, if you could think of that as a different iteration or a different generation, that might be a better visualization to see how species took shapes in different environments.
yes, And see, Robert's so good at explaining this stuff, and I'm not. But hello, Simos.
Hello.
How are you?
Awake.
Awake. Well, I'm glad you're awake.
Yeah, it's 3 o'clock in the morning. So
Isn't that
Oh,
a song?
say again.
I said, isn't that a song? It's 3 o'clock in the morning.
Yeah.
Maybe I'm wrong. I'm
No,
uncultured.
there's a Beatles song that goes something like that. Maybe. Oh no, it's 10 a.m. or something. Maybe I'm thinking of Erica. No, Eleanor Rigby. I've got to check now. See, as soon as you say music, if I don't know it, I've got to go and check straight away.
Hey, I might be wrong. It might not be 3 o'clock. It might be something else. It might be a different time.
I know it's 5 o'clock somewhere. There's a song like that.
Hang on, lyrics. Eleanor Rigby lyrics.
I think it's Alan. It's a country, or it's got the guy that used to do all the beach music. I can't even think of his name now. Forever.
Wilson, something Wilson, Brian Wilson.
No, that he was in the Beach Boys.
Well,
Let's
that's
see.
beach
This is the
music then.
one. This is the one that had like the Margaritaville.
Oh, okay. I don't know that.
Oh,
Yeah, Jimmy Buffett. That's it's 5 o'clock somewhere. Yeah,
yes,
yeah.
Oh, okay.
yes,
Yeah,
yes.
I
Jimmy
don't know either
Buffett.
of
Well,
those. I think.
I was drawn. I had like a block right there. I blame it on the stroke when every time it happens, whether it is or not. Might just be because I'm getting old. I'll be 58 next month. So
Mm.
Woo!
This this is an older one. It's Connie Francis is what it
Oh
looks like on the
yes.
channel. It's
Yeah, yeah.
3 o'clock in the morning is the name of the song.
Okay. Connie Francis. Yeah, there we go. Is she the one? She is Connie. Is that Connie Francis? That did Sway.
I don't know. It was an older one. It was back in the
Sway.
middle school.
The Clooney guy. What's the name of the Clooney?
George Clooney?
George Clooney's mother. Yeah.
Oh, I don't know.
Connor. I think it might be Connolly. I'm thinking of Rosemary Connolly. I don't.
y'all behave in chat. I see y'all out there. Y'all can debate this in chat unless y'all want to come on. I wished I could have like sometime, Rich. I would love to have like a Bible just come on. Some evolution to you. I understand it pretty good, but I'm not very good at teaching it. Like
Okay. There we go.
but
Her name is Rosemary Clooney. There you go.
who's Rosemary Clooney?
George Clooney's mama.
George Clooney's mother.
Oh,
He did a
okay,
song
anyway.
called Sway, which is very good.
So George Clooney's mom is a singer.
Yeah, she was a very good singer. Yeah.
Oh, nice! I did not know that.
Excellent version of Sway. Let me just try and find it here. And I'll stick the link in chat.
I did get a book
Yeah,
read
that's it.
for one
Oh,
day. I'm gonna
what a
have this.
beginning.
I have
Sorry,
this book,
I get excited.
Bible trivia, with this big book of Bible trivia. So
Yep.
one day we're gonna do that, maybe.
Yeah.
Yeah, that sounds good.
Turned off the microphone, see the camera. So anyway, that would be. I think that would be. See if who can get the Bible trivia, most Bible trivia, the atheists or the Christians.
Oh no, I'd be good at that. Yeah, because I think the Bible is trivial, so I think I'd be quite good at that.
But I mean, I meant like the most questions there, Thomas.
Yeah. No, I know. I'm making a pun. I'm making a pun.
I don't know. I've slipped a little bit, obviously, from my older days, but I think just my attention is more focused on particular things and inaccuracies rather than like the storyline. But when you do trivia things, like they're focusing on a lot of characters and like what the characters were known for. So that seems to be that's generally what goes first with people that become more skeptical minded.
It'd be interesting because I think we did a little bit of it that are not out of this book, but like a different like Phantom had a game and we played, and Robert and BS did pretty good on there. So not I did not so well. And his old I don't think he even tried to answer a question. So, but
Well, Hazel will tell you quickly. He doesn't mess with that book.
yeah, no, he
That
is.
book's like it's like reading the Satanic Bible. He's like, no, not me, not me.
Yeah. Oh dear.
But
Satanic
yeah,
Bible.
maybe I'll get Rich and or Steven and some of them over here one night, and we'll have a competition to see who knows the Bible better, the Christians or the atheists.
Oh, I don't know.
Yeah. Ex-Christians.
Yeah.
Basically. It's ex-Christians.
Ex-Christians will do better than just a blatant atheist.
Yeah, I don't know fuck all about the Bible.
Well, I mean,
Yeah.
a lot of
Well, I mean, I know a lot because I've been in the community a long time, but obviously all
Yeah.
my information comes through Christians, which is not the most reliable source.
I mean, like you probably do okay, but I like Ed and Robert and some of the other ones that were Christians that were like pastors or something like that. Um, yeah, they would probably make a good team. I
I mean,
wasn't gonna pick
I'll
like
put it in
Cradle
front of the
Atheists or
picture for you.
nothing. I wasn't gonna pick Cradle Atheists for it.
Right, so I put it in private chat as well. That's Rosemary Clooney doing Sway, and I just think it's an awesome version. So, guys, check out the first 5 seconds, and then you go, "Oh, that's how they knew how to make music back then." They really did.
Good night, Rich. I know it's your bedtime, so good night. Thanks for coming by.
Yeah.
Well, so what do you want to talk about, Samos? I don't know what to talk about because I just
Okay.
kind of just had this on the.
Let me think here.
I'm surprised Gio hasn't showed up yet.
Geo. Okay, yeah. Haven't spoken to Geo in a long time.
No, Jill. Jill.
Jill? Oh, yeah, no, he won't turn up now I'm here. Let's face it.
Oh, come on. And fair that you said Geo though, because it's a way better conversation.
Yeah, absolutely.
I think I seen Gio today somewhere, but I don't remember where.
Yeah,
But
unless you put Calamity before it, I just don't know what you're talking about. I don't know who you're talking about. You know, he used it today, didn't he? He used that one. I had a debate with him once on the problem of evil, and he straight up said, "There's no such thing as the problem of evil." And I went, "What? You're kidding me? Like, I mean, you're absolutely fucking kidding me, aren't you? They've got a whole like, they got a name for the apologetics for it, even, you know."
yes, but he is a Calvinist, which
Yeah, don't matter. This doesn't matter. This is not
but
germane to the story.
well, I mean, it is.
Well, how did you take that on
It
then?
is.
If he says evil doesn't exist, do you just start with, well, do you think evil exists?
No, I went on the okay, look, even if you don't think evil exists, then surely you think good exists because God is good and evil is just the privation of good.
See,
So he didn't have a lot
look
to
at the
say, and he
Calvinist.
said, "No, that's not." He said, "No, that's not why it doesn't exist. It doesn't exist because it's actually the translation is calamity. It says." So I said, "Okay, so how do you answer the problem of calamity?" And then he got all butt hurt.
So I don't understand the Calvinist view with like this type of determinism inside of religion, so to speak. I don't know if they call it determinism. Maybe they don't like that word, but they seem to think that like a certain elect is kind of already pre-chosen, that God knows in advance who will be the elect and who will not be the elect. I'm just curious, what are were some people just created to burn in
Yes.
hell? Is just the
Yes.
purpose
Mhm.
for which they were made?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
So,
Interesting.
so I think some of them
That's
go
why.
along the
That's why
line
they
of
don't.
that.
Oh, sorry.
Some of them only go along the line of there's only 144,000 people that are saved.
Yeah, but that's why there is.
Hmm.
That's why the problem of evil. It's not necessarily the evil that they don't think exists, or like they don't. It's not the evil they have. It's there's the problem because they don't see it. It's just God's. Like it's not evil either to them, but like I've said all for a long time now since I found out about that position that if I had like if I was determined to remain a Christian and then I would probably end up adopting that because it allows you not to think about all of the bad stuff that's in the Bible because it's not bad because God did it.
Yeah. Well, you can reframe this though as not so much the problem of evil, but the problem of an all-powerful deity wanting something to be one way and it being another, right? Like that alone is problematic. If it's an
Well,
all-powerful deity, it wants it to be this way, but it's not that way; it's another way. Then that seems to be a problem.
I don't know. I don't know if it is, to be honest. Because they're just going to run away to skeptical theism. I mean, that the bottom line is they don't know God's will. You don't know God's will, so they can claim anything they want about it. God literally created most people to burn in hell, and that's what He wanted, but we don't
Right.
know why. And that's going to lead to a greater good for
That's
those that don't
biblically
burn in hell.
incoherent, though, Simos. When you have a verse,
Hang on a minute. Hang on
hold
a
on.
minute. Well, okay, let me finish then. Like I said, it leads to skeptical theism, right? So unless you've got a defeater for that, then that's the real issue. Go ahead.
Well, there's the verse that God's not willing that any should perish, but that all should come to everlasting life. So the problem is, if in the text that God's not willing that people perish, but they do perish, then that's a problem.
No, it's not a problem because he doesn't mean all people. He just means people that are born again in Jesus.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay, all right.
Plus, you
So
cherry pick.
skeptical theism. He has his reasons. We don't know what they are, but we
Yeah.
trust and believe that there is a better good that will be done by sending most people to hell.
Yes, and you cherry pick the verses like any other. You know,
I've had this
cherry pick the
conversation like
verses
so
that
many
you
times.
like and that support your position, and you ignore the ones that don't.
Oh, of course, yeah. No, look, it's even worse than that, isn't it? So they don't just cherry pick; they add two different, bits of the Bible together to make their point. In Ephesians so and so it says this, and in fucking John it says that, and if you mix those two together, then it follows that this happens. You know what I
Yes,
mean? It's like this ever flexible, bendable book. But yeah,
I don't know.
none,
Any has
none will
always meant any
perish.
to me.
Yeah, it says none will perish. I grant you, but again, like he doesn't mean everybody. He just means those that believe in Jesus. None that believe in Jesus will perish. You know. So, like I say, I don't. I just don't give. This is why I don't engage with like Lord of the Rings arguments, as I call them, as we were talking about earlier, Robert.
well, Objective Ethics is going to next month. Him and Jill are going to have this little argument here. So I've got it.
Oh,
I've got it. In fact, I'm
okay.
glad I thought about that because I've got to get in there and change the title because
Hmm.
Jill kind of balked on the title. So I got to get with Objective Ethics and get the title straightened out.
Well, I
But
figure it's better to do it now than after you get started, like Jordan Peterson's Jubilee. When it's better to change the title in advance before you
yeah.
get into it.
Oh, that was terrible. Mind you, it's Jordan Peterson. He's not a logician, is he? But like, I did find out something interesting in that talk with Jill, that I had on the problem of evil or the problem of calamity, as I renamed it.
Uh huh.
And that's where he got his name, Spooky Bedhair. As we were talking about this, and I changed it. Spooky Bedhair just wrote in chat, "Ah, you're talking to Calamity Jill." And that's it. I couldn't take it seriously anymore. So that's where he got his name from, anyway.
Oh,
But yeah, but I did find out as I was doing some research into Calvinism that Calvin wasn't the first person to come up with those ideas. It was actually one of the church fathers that first said something about God making people to be damned. I can't remember which one it was exactly. Maybe Origin or maybe Tertullian. Somebody I can't remember. I think it was Origin. I think he's the Libyan one, isn't he?
um,
I don't know.
who?
Yeah. Whoever the North African church father was.
Oh,
Um,
I don't
shall I
know.
find out for you?
Hello, Maud. Yeah, I don't know who he is.
Let me just search.
Maud, you can come up. Oh, you probably can't talk though right now, can you? You're on silent treatment.
What? Why is she on silent treatment?
Well, because I think there's people sleeping at her house usually at
Oh,
night. So at night she don't. She just
well,
stays in chats.
Yeah, I was half right. Tertullian was a church father and from North Africa, but I think the one I am actually referring to is Augustine of Hippo,
Oh,
born in
hmm,
Algeria.
hmm. Well, I'm fixing to have to jump off here. I enjoyed the conversation. Hopefully somebody else will jump in here to take my spot. But as always, I enjoyed talking to you.
yes. Thank you, Robert.
Yep. Yeah. Simos
And
also.
I'll put
Take care,
your
man.
Yeah, you're not running away from another debate with me, are you, Skeptic?
Yeah, I'm
Brother?
scared. I'm terrified, stupefied, petrified.
I'll put your. You can put your Robert when you get there. You can put your channel in chat if you want to, and then I'll put it in the description when we get
I
done.
think it's on the bottom of my name at Skeptic Philosophy. So y'all can check me out if you're interested. But I appreciate it, Robin. Y'all have a good
All
one.
right.
Take care.
Thank you.
You take care of him.
Now, what are we going to talk about?
I have absolutely no freaking idea. If Mod doesn't
See,
come in,
I
then
don't have
we're
any
we're sunk.
naked chicks or anything to show. Like,
Oh,
no.
I've got a pair of tits you can see if you want. Oh dear.
Miss Maud has all our little things that we watch, the naked chicks and the tube men and all that stuff. I told her that I'm amazed how she ends up there just by herself and is entertaining.
Missing
And
Mod? Yeah, she's a great personality. Yeah.
yeah, yeah, she could do like she could actually. I think she could actually be like get a pretty popular show going.
Oh, she does already. I mean, I think it's pretty popular.
But I mean, bigger, like bigger. She could do it. She's a no naked chick. I don't have any naked chicks. I don't have any fun stuff to look at hardly. Yeah, there you go. Look,
There you go.
almost.
Pair of tits. There's a pair of tits for you.
Yep, nice. That's what those birds are called.
Yes.
That's because I'm boring. You're not boring. And
No, you're
you
never
are.
boring. No, no, no.
No.
You're funny and entertaining for sure.
Yes. She said I'm crazy. People like watching crazy. No, but you are entertaining, Maud. You are. Except when you drag out all that military shit, bulge or whatever.
Yeah, as it was Augustine of Hippo. Yeah.
Thanks, guys. Oh yes, we love you.
Okay, now how did I change that? Settings.
Does it say I have a manifesto? Want to read it, Mon? What kind of manifesto is it? Resist.
Oh, I've got a special picture from Mod actually. Let me. You'll like this.
Where's it at?
Where's what? I mean, it take me a while to find it.
Oh, okay, okay. What does that does sound ominous? Ominous.
Yeah, I know.
Oh, I was reading chat.
Oh, okay.
Maud said that does sound ominous. That's funny. Oh, we had Rich here earlier, Maud, and he left. Um, I don't know how. I can't pin the message. I have to go to YouTube and pin the message. Let me put it back out there in case anybody wants to come back in because I can't pin it out there.
Okay.
All right, you got it.
Go for the other one, I think. Yeah. Okay. So I got a few of these, obviously. But yeah. Do you want to see a dick pic? I don't know.
Oh yes,
Okay. Okay. Here we go.
nice.
That's for Mod. Yeah. I know you like dick pics.
Maud, dick pics. Yep, that's pretty good.
Yeah.
Is that Dick Van Dyke?
That is Dick Van Dyke. Yeah. That is a genuine dick pic.
Yes, with a heart on.
That's yeah. Okay.
With a stiff one.
With a hard hat on. Yeah.
Missy Maud said LOL. Yeah.
Yeah. You know.
Dick Van Dyke was a pretty talented dude.
Yeah. In his for his time. Yeah. For his time. Yeah.
You remember the show Dick Van Dyke Show?
I do. Yes. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
That that's back when married couples had to sleep in twin beds on the shows.
Yes, I remember. Yeah, who is it? Mary Tyler Moore as well had the same thing.
Yes. Yeah, they couldn't like in let's see, who else was it? Like Lucy and
Lucy Ball. Yeah.
yeah, I wanted to see a dick pic. Oh, you didn't see it? Um, Objective Ethics. Oh, he said, "Woo, slow down, Robin." Well,
Yeah, it's on the screen. I don't know what you're
yeah,
talking about.
yeah, I know. That's what he. I was reading what he said. I thought he was saying he was repeating me what I said.
Oh, okay.
If you give me 10 minutes, I'll see if I can join. All right, Mom. We'll try. I'll try to sit here and gabble around for 10 minutes.
Yeah, yeah,
Be fun to have you on.
yeah, yeah. It'd be fun to have you on.
You'd be a lot more entertaining than me. We were in like Phil Sober. I watched Phil Sober channel. Phantoms like helps
Oh,
over
yeah.
there, and Maud she got timed out over there today. I was like,
How?
I was like, oh, just probably like picking on the atheists. I guess I don't know, but
My
I was like,
goodness,
oh
God.
Maud, you're over here. I told her, I said, I don't have any power over here. You know what I mean? I'm not Maud over there, so I can't do anything about it. Let's see. Start wanting Gretchen's server. I bet. Oh yeah, Gretchen. I don't know where Gretchen's at. I haven't seen her tonight. I don't know if she's over at Tacos or What?
She's been doing a lot of streams on her own channel, I think.
Yes, I've been. Yeah, she wanted me to come. Like I went in there one time and it broke my microphone on my computer, and then but the other night I finally got logged on over there. But Jay Money's been coming in there, and I think Golden Arm and the Freak.
Yes, I've noticed. Yeah, I've noticed. I sit and listen to it for like 5, 10 minutes or whatever, and see what they're talking about, and then go, okay. You know,
Look
I'm
at
high. I'm highfalutin. You know what I mean? It's got to be an interesting topic for me to stay and listen,
yeah, yeah. That's like
or entertaining, like mods.
that's
I'll
like
stay.
what?
Stay on mods for like half hour or so sometimes
Yeah, I've been over there a lot. Sometimes,
before I
unless she's
get
going
bored.
off when she's like one of her days when she's mad.
Oh yeah, that's even funnier. But yeah, no, it doesn't matter what.
She does tend to give us some hell sometimes.
Yeah, I appreciate the POV. You know, it's interesting. Yeah, and then if she starts going anti-science, then I normally just leave. I don't have time for that bollocks.
We have Spooky says
Hey, spooky! I was just
one.
talking about you a minute ago.
Yes, spooky, spooky. He said you were one posh bird.
I wish. I wish I had one posh bird.
Spooky, spooky. I've seen you a couple places today, but we tend to run into a whole lot of. Oh, I had Golden Arm crying. Yes, Golden Arm. Golden Arm. Poor old Golden Arm. He's kind of hard headed. Just a little bit. He does not
Yeah.
listen much.
Hello. Miss you loads, mate. Miss you loads. Yeah. Miss Wild Eden too, to be fair.
Oh, there's
Thinking
B.
about her just the other night.
Yes, yes, BS. I did about that on my stream. Like that subject is like banned. That topic.
Yeah, it's kind of weird.
I have the. I'm
Oh,
like
right, that one. You mean the that one? Okay, yeah, okay.
I'm the monk. I'm the monkey that's got my hands over my eyes, my hands over my
Yeah,
ears. What is it? Hear no evil, see no evil, and my
yeah.
hand over my mouth.
Technically, it's not evil. It's calamity. So hear
Yeah,
no
or
calamity,
whatever it is.
see no
I don't
calamity,
see
do
it,
no
and I ain't
calamity, or
talking
whatever.
about it. Like it seems like there's a whole lot of people that are involved in it, so they don't need me. One more person. But you can come on BAS because Maud's coming on, and look, we can like educate her on evolution, or um, she can educate us on evolution. She's already beat us once.
Yeah, definitely go join mod server. He's done, Spooky's done the calamity monkeys. Little bit
Thank you.
racist, if you ask me, Spooky. But I appreciate what you're saying about Jill.
Thank you, Spooky. Yes, there's me right there. That's me with my hand over my eyes, my ears, and my mouth. And we all know which my eyes really don't have to worry about covering up too much because they don't work very good anyway. And I've been sort of hard of hearing for most of my life since I attended my first rock concert. So Oh, and I tried to repeat your story, and well, we won't have to tell it here, but I tried to repeat your story the other night about Freddie Mercury to somebody, and I got it all. I got it all screwed up. I'm gonna have to have you do that someday.
Oh,
I think it
okay.
was Perry and them that I was trying, like in Painburn. I think it was
Oh,
Perry.
right.
I was trying to tell him about it, and I was like, "Oh,
Oh,
it's such a good story."
it's not. It's
It
just what
is too.
happened.
It is the most awesome story. Like that's like the most awesome story that I've ever heard anybody tell.
Okay.
Spooky said it's almost taught me everything I know. I know.
Oh, really?
Hey, I saw your dad, Spooky, put up a video a while ago of something about, let's see, about Greg Locke.
Greg Locke. Oh, yeah, that name came up earlier as well, didn't it?
Yeah.
Mm. Oh, Mike Winger and Greg Locke. Yeah, that was it.
No, it was Peter. Peter put up some kind of
Yeah, it's Christian
video about
drama, isn't it?
them.
Yeah. Two apologists that couldn't argue their way out of a collection plate.
I couldn't really understand. Like, I hate to tell Peter that the audio quality wasn't very good. It was on a cassette tape. I don't know where
What?
what. Yeah, like he was showing like a cassette tape playing. So like I don't
Oh,
know.
okay. Oh, that's just the background. Okay, I see. Yeah.
Yeah, but like that's what you're listening to. You're listening to it on there.
Yeah.
Uh,
Oh, I don't know about that. But yeah, I don't think anybody has cassette tapes anymore. Well, I do, but apart from me.
yeah, but I mean, like, yeah, but it's like, so you're listening to the cassette player, like, do play the
I
thing.
wonder if I've got any.
It's not like hooked into his audio, so like, it just was real hard to understand. But so I don't know how old of an argument or how old of a like whatever he's playing obviously happened back in cassette days. Um,
Is music. Let's see if I can.
I can't see who that. My eyes are so bad. I can't see my glasses. I think must be dirty, and I can't see who's here. I can't find my magnifying glass. There it is. Oh, Social Prosperity Charter. That's Robin, right? Yes, that's Robin. Okay. The mod has arrived.
Hello. Hi.
Miss, hey,
Hey. How are you guys?
I'm great. How are you?
I'm okay. My OBS won't work for some reason. I don't know. It's given it every time I turn it on, it shows my snap cam. I'm like, what in the world? It's weird. Can you guys hear me okay?
Yes.
Yep.
What is a snack cam?
It's another camera. It's the one that I do like War Airlines and stuff with, where I have the special effects on. I
Oh,
don't use it that much, but for some reason it keeps showing that whenever I turn on my OBS. It's really weird. But yeah. And then Restream is like it slows everything down. I don't know. Everything's glitching right now.
oh, I'm sorry.
It's okay.
I couldn't
I don't
afford
think if
StreamYard.
oh no, you're fine. Restream used to be more, so I'm kind of surprised. I don't know. You know how to get a good deal though with StreamYard is you just sign a new email
Oh, okay.
and it'll give you like a first time sign up deal
Uh huh.
for like I don't
I
remember
didn't know that.
exactly how much. Yeah, I figured that out because I think I've paid for it 2 or 3 times now.
See, when
But
I used like they had like a 2 week um like thing where you got like the best version for 2 weeks free. And when that ended, they offered me regular StreamYard at 40% off. but I didn't take it, and now I can't ever seem to get the same deal offered to me.
Yeah, you gotta sign up with a new email.
But I might try that and see how much it is.
Yeah, I think that's the same deal I got. But see, that's what it shows whenever I turn it on. That's not what I have on my
No.
thing, but it just won't stop doing that. I don't know why. See how it says
Well,
snap cam?
I love my little owl, the owl with the big eyes anyway.
Yeah. Yeah, it's pretty cool.
That's my favorite one that you have. They always look good.
Yeah, because he looks surprised.
Yes, bro.
That's I just imagine that's the way it's looking at the world. Just with in awe, I guess.
Yeah, they're quite amazing actually, owls, because their eyesight is incredibly good. I don't know if you know that, but birds have evolved eyes to be well, birds of prey have developed incredible eyes that like magnify up to 50 times or 100 times or something.
Yeah, they're pretty good. They have pretty good eyesight.
Yeah, they can see prey from 300 yards, the size of a mouse. You know what I mean?
Evolved. I don't know, but yeah, they do have incredible eyesight. I do agree there.
Yes, they somebody in your stream the other day they bit into an apple and it tasted just like owl. I thought that was who did. Because you know that she has a picture of those apples and the owls.
The owls. Yeah, they do kind of look like them. That's kind of funny. Hold on a second.
On mouse
Spooky
free.
said it looks like you're kicking Maud in the head.
With my dick. Mm-hmm.
Jeez, Simos.
What? What are you implying? Typical. I knew you'd take it there. Oh my goodness, Mod.
You're something.
Thank you very
Bad.
much.
So how has everybody been? Like I just noticed this show. Did you just now set it up like this evening or something?
Yes, I just set it up a while ago because I hadn't done one all week, and I don't know. I knew I'd be bored and wanting to do something, but I didn't have anything to talk about, and I didn't plan for it because I never know how many people. Sometimes, you know, I mean, there's a whole bunch of people wanting to come in and argue around, and so far I've been here. I had Robert here for a little while, and then Simos. If it wasn't for them, it'd be just me sitting up here talking by myself.
Yeah. Well, I mean, they got tacos going and JL too, so everybody's probably
not together. I take it.
No,
Oh,
they're broken.
Still haven't succeeded.
I sure haven't.
Maud has been trying to repair crack for a while, but she.
I don't know. I'm starting to think that they're probably better off, you know, just not together.
I don't think it's the first time, Mod. Let's put it that way. I don't think it's the first time.
What do you mean? The first time with tacos and JL?
Yeah, that they've disagreed.
Yeah, I guess. I don't know if it's a disagreement, but I don't know. JL seems a lot more positive and not so angry. So I don't know. Maybe he's better by himself. Maybe they're better without,
each other.
Yeah.
Yes, it is a shame though. I mean, when man love goes wrong, it's not a pretty sight, is it?
Man love. Crazy.
Certainly not.
Did you put the stream in Discord? Oh crap, I just closed it.
No, I didn't. I didn't post it anywhere. I I kind of sit out my telepathic messages to everybody and kind of hope they just show up.
Yeah. I haven't even, well, I did put my last show in Discord, but I don't think I did the one before last. I don't know. See, that's my problem is I don't even have anything to talk about, so I just don't even, I definitely don't have any plans to do a show. But
Spooky said lots of people are watching Maya's Bad Science Sunday. Yes, that's a big show on, but usually it's about over by now, isn't it? Like, I think so. Um, Maybe they
Yeah,
get a little long winded on there today. I don't know.
not keen on bad science, as you know, Mod.
Uh,
what?
That like sometimes it's pretty funny. Some of the stuff they got on there. Sometimes they'll have Harold, Howard, Howard,
Don't.
um, the guy with the like how to describe him, but he's from a conspiracy theory, and then they've got the guy that does the and points around and thinks that the planet Venus gave birth to the moon, and yeah, there's some real conspiracy people on there. You know what I'm talking about, Maud Howard, don't you?
Uh-uh.
Um, I'm trying to remember. I think I can't remember what his last name. He's been on like he used to call in though to the line and stuff. Like he had a debate with Matt Dillahunty once, and Matt rage quit. Got mad,
Oh
quit,
yeah.
like because he brought some kind of like thing that you laid on the wheel or something, had to spin around. And, yeah, Matt was just like very unimpressed with his argument.
Who are you talking about?
Howard,
Howard.
yeah,
Howard. So that.
I can't.
Yeah, I have no idea.
Yeah, I can't remember anything but his first name. I've got plenty. Robin said he's got plenty of stuff to talk about.
I can't believe how many atheist shows there are. Like I didn't even really know about all this stuff until Gretchen started talking about all the people she follows, and I'm like, what the
Damn.
hell, man? These guys are making tons of money, running like really successful channels, and it's like,
There's a lot of
what?
new ones.
Why? Why?
I really don't think there's
Comfort each
tons.
other.
I
Like
don't
what
think
the
there's
hell?
tons of money in an atheist channel, but
Well,
they
they're
make enough.
making.
They make enough to make it worthwhile. I'm sure.
Okay, well, I mean, I don't know. Tacos was making a ton of money for a while there.
Yeah, but like because of his model, right? He charges people just to come watch or whatever, or try and
A good,
interact.
a
He's
good,
monetized to the max, but that can't last.
yeah. Oh, he Howard thinks that Venus to the moon, not that it broke off from the moon. Howard also believes that all of the cave or like any cave is on a vagina, and the mountains are boobs.
Okay. Can't be worse than that Australian guy that masturbates to Jesus.
I don't know who that is, but oh my goodness.
His name's UCC, I think, or UCC. I can't remember. He's a strange kid. Um, Simon's just
Samos is
raking in the
raking
cash.
yeah.
Oh my goodness. Yeah. Well, it's not for the want of trying. I'll say that, but yeah, it is for the want of trying. I've never tried. But I did have a chance to monetize my channel.
Yeah. And you didn't, right?
I just thought, look, I'm not on here for money, so why bother? And then I didn't realize that the algorithm doesn't even look at non-monetized channels really.
So do you have to get 1,000 now to get monetized?
Yeah, I still think it's 1,000, yeah, and
Okay.
3,000 hours in a month or something.
See, it was only 500 when Joe got monetized.
But I think that's for super chats. I think if you can get to 500, you get super chats, but I don't think you get monetized for ad revenue.
Oh, okay. Well, see, like if you turn your ads on though, it helps you a lot to get monetized. That's what um
Oh,
Phyllis Sober
okay.
has been like lecturing me, and I have just been having trouble getting my ID and getting uploaded to it to get it done. But he says that gets you to 1,000 subscribers real quick if you'll like
Interesting.
go through all of that ad stuff.
Okay, interesting. That's really interesting.
Yeah,
Yeah. Okay.
that,
Well, I'll
he
bear
tells
it in
me
mind. I
that
mean,
all the time.
do you know, like most F1 channels have got like 15, 20,000 subscribers within 6 months, of starting. I've been doing mine for 10 years.
Yeah, well,
So it just
that's what the
goes
Phyllis
to show
Sober
you.
tells me. Phyllis Sober tells me that if you will turn the ads on, like and like I have to take a picture of my ID, and like I can't do the thing on my phone because the like it my phone doesn't support the app that it's trying to do,
Oh,
and so
okay.
I've just got to get the pictures. I've got to do that and get them uploaded to my computer, so then I can pull them in there and put them up. And I haven't done it yet. But Philip Sober tells me all the time that if I will hurry up and put them on there, get that done, then I will get my life is low. Um,
I'll move mine away so it's a little less. There we
oh,
go.
I don't know what's wrong with it. It was
Oh,
working pretty
okay. There
good.
we go.
Is it,
That's fine. Yeah, okay. Well, that's really interesting to know, actually. That's really useful information. I may decide to bother doing that at some point when I start up the State of the Onion again.
yeah, yeah. I'll try to figure it out. Get it. I'm gonna try to get it done. I'm real bad about getting shit like that done. I think about it like right here when I'm talking about it. Then I forget about it when I've got nothing else to do.
I fix it.
Hey, there you go.
Woo.
That's the
Anyway.
OBS. That's OBS, is it?
Yes. Yes, it is.
And see, I've got my let's see, I've got everybody's mic turned up about the same. Is that any
Okay.
better?
I move my mic out away from my mouth or whatever.
So just make it lower there. But look, is mine any better though? Is it any louder?
Oh yeah, it's a lot louder. Yeah.
Much louder.
Is it too much?
I've turned the stream down so it doesn't bother me.
I mean, I could turn it down. I don't want to turn it up too loud.
Well, it depends. Ask chat. Chat. Is Robin's mic okay now?
Said it sounds good now for all. I just had my volume all the way. So I don't know why.
Oh. Atheism is boring. Says Social Prosperity Charter. Whomever that may be.
That's Robin.
I think the fact that God exists explains why life sucks so much. Oh dear. No, you want to get yourself a good Christian woman, then you'll know how much life sucks.
What?
Robin.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Good Christian.
Well, that's what they tell me. That's what they tell me. They say sex within marriage, like all of these preachers, apologists, whatever, they say sex is much better if you're a Christian because it's within marriage. I'm assuming they're getting it both ends. And
yeah, I don't know. I think it's just good anytime. Doesn't matter who you are, right?
Oh dear. Yeah,
the worst you ever had was good, right? The worst you ever had was good.
Well,
right.
the first couple of minutes is good, yeah.
Spoken like a real man.
Thank you very much. Yeah, it's like that Jimmy Carr joke, My girlfriend came to me and said, "Look, we need to talk about your problem." And he said, "What problem?" She said, "Premature ejaculation." I said, "It's not a problem."
Not a problem for me.
Yeah.
Jeez. You're turning into Peter.
Am I? I don't think so. I don't think so.
Pretty much. Wait, you said that he put a video out today, Robin? Peter Tucker did?
Yes, he did. What I watched of it was just a cassette player playing a cassette of the description said it was the argument that Greg Locke does not want you to hear.
Who's Greg Locke?
And
He's a pastor.
that preacher, remember that preacher that was from down there in Tennessee that thought the witches had come into his church, remember? And he had the book burning, and he burnt like he had like people brought in copies of I Dream of Jeannie, like episodes, and burn them. And yeah, you don't remember him during the pandemic and stuff? He thought he thought that people were witches in his church, and he was like throwing them out. And then he had the debate with the guy on Flat Earth, and like his church split in two. You don't remember any of that, Mon?
No.
He debated this Flat Earth guy that was a pastor too, because his son had become a Flat Earther. And so they debated Flat Earth on stage and stuff in front of their church. And at the end of the debate, they got into a fight. And like Greg threw the microphone to that other pastor, and like half of Greg's church left and went with that other pastor. Like
Wow.
it was a mess.
Was the pastor a bald guy?
I can't remember what he looked like, but there was just them two sitting in chairs on stage. And they're standing up, and stuff. But Greg ended up throwing the microphone at him, like at the end or something.
Yeah, people hate the flat Earth stuff, especially if his son turned flat Earth. He was probably pissed.
Yeah, but that like half the church left, half of Greg's church left, but he converted half of them to flat Earth or something. Now it's really loud. Okay, now BS says my mic is really loud. Like too low, too loud, too.
Seems like you don't have the what do you call that? Where it like. I don't know what that's called. Not gain, but maybe the gain is up too high or something.
The gain's up a little too much, yeah, for sure. You're distorting somewhat.
I don't know.
Hi guys.
Hello, Robin.
I just realised if I put Specman in on the thing, SM comes up, which.
What does that stand for? Simp mod, does it?
Probably not.
I'm sorry. I'm in a humorous mood. I'm just going to make jokes about anything, so don't ignore me.
Yeah, that's fine. I wanted to chime in on the flat Earth stuff. In my life, like I seriously want to consider everything. So when this flat Earth thing came back around, because apparently it was a big thing in the 50s as well, and then it disappeared for a little bit, and then it kind of like came back around, and I thought, well, can I say for sure that the Earth isn't flat? Because when you go to school, I mean, it's one of the most rudimentary things. There's a sun, there's a moon. The Earth is round, but they never actually talk about it when you're in school at any time, and they never actually talk about how we know that the Earth is round. So I started to look into it, and it took at least 6 hours of watching different videos from different people for me to actually confidently to be able to say, at least in my world, that the Earth is round, even though I believed it to be so. I mean, why would anybody lie about that? Like, but now I'm a proper grown up. I know that people will lie about anything. So, but yeah, if you look into it, there is so much evidence, even simple stuff that you can do at home, that proves that we live on a globe and not a flat space.
Yes.
So,
yeah, like we I think the first globe model was in like 2 something BCE. So and they didn't have very the technology they had to do their experiments with was not very advanced. So obviously they figured it. I don't.
Yeah, but I mean,
My
if we look at the moon, right? So you look at the
uh-huh.
moon and you see it, you know, most nights. It's obviously round. It's a brown ball floating around us. So why wouldn't we be the same? If you see what I mean?
Yes, everything else is, yeah. I think that the fact that the cats have not pushed everything off the edge, um, to me is probably the best evidence.
There were those rumors in ancient times that people had managed to sail off the edge of the earth, but I basically think people used to say that because they used to sail away and didn't come back. So their way of thinking was, well, they would have come back if they hadn't just fallen off the edge.
Yeah,
So
that's fair to say. Yeah,
mm. And
but yes,
I recently, have you ever heard of a guy called Mansa Musa?
yes,
Historical guy. Yeah,
yeah, yeah.
apparently he was the world's first billionaire, right? He
Oh, is
managed
he?
to amass so much wealth that it was incredible. But apparently his dad sent out a massive expedition of 200 boats to try and find land in the direction of America, and they didn't come back either. So
Yeah,
maybe they found it. Maybe they
but it was a
found
long way
America.
to go, and of course, back then people didn't even understand about scurvy. So
Yeah, scurvy. Well, it's really, really funny because the Native Americans, both North and South, they used to eat this thing called like, what's it, lemongrass or something? And it contains vitamin C, so they might have known about it, even though they didn't write. But I think that they probably knew about it. And if you look at even going back even further, the Indonesia, those people must have sailed vast distances and they didn't die of scurvy, so they must have known something.
hmm, yes, possibly. I mean, the distances that the Europeans were sailing was, quite far. If you just sail down round the coasts, which is what people used to do in the olden days, a few brave people used to sail across the Mediterranean, uh, but that's because they knew what was on the other side, and how far it was. But yeah, Eratosthenes in the 3rd century showed or calculated the circumference of the globe, and Pythagoras worked it out from just reasoning alone, looking at the spherical shapes of the planets and
It wasn't
shape of
he the one?
the shape of the
Wasn't
shape of
he the one
the
that sent the
shape of
guys out with the sticks?
the shape of the shadow of the moon. Yes, well, yeah,
Yeah, that because
kind of.
I watched a documentary about that, and it's still on YouTube. It's a guy. I discovered that the Earth was around with my bicycle and two sticks.
Okay, yeah, well, he did it slightly different way. I think he calculated the circumference by showing or knowing the time difference between 2 points where the sun was directly overhead.
Well, what about when the moon isn't round and it's got like a part of it missing?
Well, I don't know if you've been down to the Mediterranean at all, but you can still see the sun. You can still see the dark, the shadow side, if you
Yeah,
like, not
that's
the back
really
of it, not the
weird.
back of it. Shadow.
Yeah, I used to live in Andalusia, and that's really weird. So it feels like it's the middle of the day, and the moon's just there in the sky.
Yeah,
Which is
that can happen sometimes. Yeah.
that's
This is the
just
worst time.
absolutely really really weird. And the other phenomenon, um, there's sometimes it looks like there's two suns in the sky, which is weird as well. I don't know how that one, but on the rare occasion it might be like the reflection from water vapor high up in the sky. One sun is obviously a fake sun because it doesn't have the same intensity to it. But yeah, yeah, I've
Yeah. No,
noticed some.
I've seen this, like the sun in and the moon in the sky at the same time in London.
Yes, I have two. Yes.
Beautiful sign, beautiful sight. One east, one west.
You actually managed to do that from London. Wow. Because the first thing that I noticed when I moved to Andalusia, to Almeria, was the
Nice.
stars actually existed.
Yeah.
Because living in London, you don't see any stars ever.
Yeah.
You know, and I was I was at this. Well, we were getting ready for an acoustic gig, and there were quite a few people. And I asked the most stupid question. I said, "Has anybody noticed that there's like this weird cloud in the sky at night? When you look at it, it's like this hazy cloud." And some like four people all said at the same time, "It's the Milky Way." I
Yeah.
felt so dumb because I came from London and I'd never seen a star before.
Yeah. Well, that's a recent thing as well. Like when I was a kid in London, you could see stars.
Okay,
It's recent pollution.
Mr. Maud, I went and got something for you here. Let's see.
Oh, can we guess what
Uh-oh.
it is?
Yeah. Moon stages. Right. Okay, can y'all see this?
Not at the moment.
No?
Oh, yeah, I can see that now. Yeah.
Yes,
Yeah.
yes.
Okay. See the it says the moon phases are caused by the moon orbiting the earth, which changes how much of the sun, eliminated half, is visible to our perspective. So the the eight main phases in order. You got a new moon, where there is you don't see a moon. It's all dark. The moon is between the sun and the earth, which blocks the sun. So the illuminated side faces away because the moon is facing the sun and facing the earth, and so the light side of the moon is facing away from us, making it invisible. All right. Then you have the waxing crescent, which is that little slide, just that little sliver on first. And then you've got the first quarter. Okay. So the moon, it's caused by the moon and the sun. I mean, the moon and the earth and their orbit relative to the sun. Like, so where the sun is between. As the moon moves around the earth, the angle between the sun, the earth, and the moon shifts. This changes how much of the illuminated side faces us. So what we see when we see that little sliver, I mean, the moon is still there. We just see the little sliver because that's the only part that is getting light to it.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah. I
Yeah,
know.
we're stuck with the fact that the
I
sun
was just
is.
asking. I was just asking him. What about the people back then? What did they think? Or
Yeah.
like because this thing is round, that means everything else is round. It's like
No,
I don't know.
that's not what they actually did experiments to show. So
Yeah,
this
but I'm
was
saying
like,
this
you know,
Robin person guy. Sorry, Robin.
yeah, Robin.
Yeah.
Yeah, apparently, the Mayans were actually so up on their, so solar and their astrology that they'd even managed to work out that there was a black hole in the middle of our galaxy, which you can't see. So I'm pretty sure that they were well aware that the Earth was around, you know.
Right.
Let me just put this
Well,
in.
that's it, guys.
Maybe it was some weird religious thing, like we have to be special, so everything else is round, the sun's round, the moon's round, but we
I
have to
think we're
be
pretty
flat
special.
because we're special.
I think we're pretty special, though. Like as far
Well,
as we
I
know.
mean, we are pretty special, but so was
think
the
we think
original
so too.
owl, the surprise
Totally
owl that
dominated Earth.
you. They're pretty special too. I mean, life is pretty special.
Yeah, but
Well,
we just take their
some
houses down and destroy everything. We don't give a crap. We
yeah,
can
well,
say we do, but
some
I
prettier than others, eh, Mod?
right.
It's kind of funny because we still do have isolated indigenous populations on the planet today, and they're not nearly as destructive as the rest of us.
Right.
Yeah.
That's all we do is destroy. We
Well,
don't.
because
We don't.
I think,
See,
yeah, I think a whole lot of our ideology of that we are here like in charge, like we have what is it? It says in the it says we have like control over it, or like we are the person that is over the earth, and so it's like it's ours, just ours.
I mean, it's kind of like that.
Well, I mean, it's just kind of because we're the species that is able to do that, though. That doesn't mean that we necessarily have any authority to.
Well,
Hey,
what do we do
Yes,
so we get
yeah, you
along
do
better?
realize that if we get rid of a couple of million species, our life becomes way worse than it is right now. Especially if we start like with the bees and we go through, we
Oh yeah,
just
if
get,
the bees go, we go. Yeah, for sure.
yeah. So basically, we overestimate our importance. Yet we are important, but we are here to fulfill a function, and currently we're not actually even doing that very well.
What
So.
is it? What is it? The
What
function.
what
Well,
is
look,
what?
look, look at the
Oh, I see.
evidence that they managed to get from the Amazon forest, right? They're now beginning to discover that the Amazon forest is a man-made forest.
what? Let me say hi to Neil. Hey Neil, 604 atheist. Hello, good to see you.
Come on in, and we can talk about something interesting, Neil.
Sorry, was
And you can
You can
save
come.
this stream if you just donate 10 minutes of your time, Neil. You can save this stream. Uh, but there you go. Like also BS. Yeah, no, there was an interesting thing. Like apparently back way back, I can't remember when.
way
Probably in like I don't know the 30s or something. In Australia, they built a massive fence to stop the dingoes, which is a type of dog, right, getting into these particular areas of ground to save like kangaroos, right, because that's what they preyed on normally, kangaroos. And now, like some whatever 60 years later or something, however long since they built the fence, they found that the side with the dingoes, right, is grassland, but the side with just the kangaroos is desert, and that's because the kangaroos like to eat young shoots and bushes of the trees, etc., and the grass that pops up.
We have the
So
same
the fact
problem
that
in the
we made,
UK.
hang on a minute, the fact we made a fence, right, to keep the predator dogs out, right, to stop them killing the kangaroos, is what makes a determination of how fertile the land is.
Yes,
That's
it's,
just like a tiny little change, right? Tiny little
That's
change.
100% true. We have the same problem in the UK. At the moment, the deer are destroying the Highland in Scotland. They're literally destroying it, basically because the nobles don't hunt the deer anymore, and we've removed all of their natural predators, and they're eating all of the young trees even before they can become established, and
That's right.
they're
Yeah.
destroying the environment. So everything has to be. Remember, I said before, the vegans, they have got it so wrong. The world needs to be kept in balance. If there isn't balance, we will destroy the place, millions of species will disappear, and then we will disappear, and our technology won't save us.
but you probably won't have to convince too many of us over here not to eat meat because I think like we all like good steak. I love a good pig actually, but
Well, yeah, but I also believe that at least a proportion of our meat we should actually grow and slaughter ourselves, just so that we value it, that we place real value on it. Because at the moment, our hands are clean. It's outside of our purview. It just ends up miraculously on our plates.
yeah,
Whereas if we had to actually tend for the animals and look after them, because I lived for quite a long stint, 5 years on a permaculture farm, and we raised our own chickens and guinea pigs as well, because we lived in the desert and we were using them to kind of supercharge the farm itself. And of course, we had to cull. We had to keep them in check. So we all had to cull, and once you've culled, now you've got to eat, because not eating them would be an even bigger crime. Do you see what I mean? So
Yes. It's just like, though, but there's like so many people that can't do that. Like, I live in New York City and in an apartment building with several hundred other people or several thousand. There's nowhere like my daughter, she used to make this like, okay, but like I have a tiny yard and I have probably a bigger yard than a lot of people who live in apartment buildings. Like, I mean, I could fed. And plus, I wouldn't be allowed to even have one in the city limits anyway. So, I think some people do have chickens. I think they've kind of made some kind of like exception for chickens, but I'm not sure if that's right where I live. But like, so we can't. A lot of areas you can't do that. You
yeah,
can't raise them.
they tried to ban private citizens all over the UK from owning their own chickens, and they said, "Oh, it's a bird flu risk."
There was a bird flu going around. Like it was. I don't know how bad it was over there, but here it why our eggs went up so expensive is because of the bird flu. Because once the those bird, the chicken houses and the turkey houses get infested with the bird flu, then they have to go ahead and they have to kill all of the animals, and
But
then
you do realize the reason that those diseases are so rampant within those, because they're factories, they're all on top of each other, they can't escape. They pump them full of antibiotics. They've got zero immune systems. It's so I'm
but
not
they're not
used
allowed to,
to
actually,
it,
the United States antibiotics to chicken. Like they're not allowed to give antibiotics to chickens. They test it for that, and they're not allowed to. And dairy cows we're not allowed to give them antibiotics either. Like they test for that milk. I was a milk hauler for 15
Yeah.
years, and like our milk got tested every single time I took every load of milk I ever took to the milk plant got tested for antibiotics.
Yeah, but
it's funny because
what
people
about the
complain
what?
about America, but in certain ways, some of your states are way better than in Europe.
Yeah, I don't know Europe. What'd you say, Samos?
Well, you say that about the cattle, but what about the aliens? What are the aliens giving the cattle?
I don't know. The aliens.
Aliens, yeah. You don't know.
Oh.
The aliens come down and they kill cattle.
Cattle mutilation.
Yeah,
The
that happens
Oh
a lot.
aliens
yeah.
BS.
Say again, Mod.
I said the aliens came and left BS,
Yeah,
yes.
and
Yes.
that
Yes.
kind of stuff.
he is
Thanks,
freakishly.
aliens.
He's freakishly of another world, isn't he?
Right. Yes.
I've noticed.
Oh man, if you have not checked it out, either you need to go to BS Lewis's channel and watch his Adam and Eve with Dr. Kip Davis. It is great. It's hilarious. You will have a good time. And yeah, I thought a lot of fun. They go through the story of Adam and Eve while they drink. They did good though.
Do they? Oh,
Yeah,
that's nice.
you should watch it, Samos. It's good. It's really good.
No, I've watched a lot of Kip Davis actually. So yeah,
That
Oh, yeah.
reminds me of a
But
TV
BS,
show.
especially
BS
on the
and
Dead Sea
on.
Scrolls. Especially on the Dead Sea Scrolls. I thought some of his stuff on that is just like blew my mind.
Yeah, spooky.
reminds me of
Spooky. If you can put that in chat like that, if you can, or I can put that link in there to BS's video. It's really good. It is. It's really good. It was really fun watching it.
Me and BS's taco stream was really good, I thought. It was funny.
Is it
I
okay?
didn't
Oh
talk
yes.
much.
Yeah. No, I saw that. I did see that. Ah, yes, yeah. I don't know. I
There's
still.
also a video
I
of me and BS and Miss and Maud when Miss and Maud schools us on evolution. It's pretty.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, it is good. I watched that again the other day actually,
Now,
just because I
what?
like the edits with the cows and stuff.
Yeah.
It's pretty
Now,
cool.
what did you say, Samos? I'm sorry.
No, it's just I have this thing. I come from a time on the internet long, long ago, in a far off galaxy, where where I make myself laugh sometimes.
Mm.
Yeah, just like pre monetization of the internet. Right? So back then it was pretty disgusting thing if somebody started begging. Well, we used to call it e-begging. So that's just stayed with me on all these years, and I just think, oh god, people making money on the internet, and I know it just makes me as a boomer. I know that, but I don't care.
Don't
People
you
always
blame
tell
that
me
on
I
the
should.
BBC?
On the
People
BBC,
Yeah.
big
no.
black what? Oh,
Well, when in the UK the standard network television channels started making such bad television, it pushed us kind of all towards the internet.
Oh right, no,
well, the
I stopped
internet is
watching.
this
I stopped
way.
watching TV in 1987, I think.
I know it's so weird to have a TV on now. I can't sleep with one on for sure because I just can't. It just reminds me
I,
of my
I,
dad
I
so much.
also I haven't
Yeah.
watched television. Like I said, I lived off grid in Spain for 7 years. I'm my dyslexia won't actually let me do years at all, which is kind of weird. People go, oh, back in '92, I can't actually do that. I've never been able to. I can't even tell people the year that my mum died in. I just know that it was like 27 years ago. But I can't actually remember years. But I haven't watched television since, for at least for 20 years.
Yeah. No, I made a. What happened with me is the girl that I moved in with when I was, I don't know, 19. We got a house place together. 18 maybe. She wanted to watch uh, this new soap that was starting up called EastEnders,
I
and
think I've heard of that.
yeah, so it's a long running soap in the UK. It was for a long time, but the first season she went, "Oh, this soap's on." So I said, "Oh, all right. Well, look, I'll rent a TV. You can watch it if you want." She went, "No, I want to watch it with you." So I said, "Oh, well, maybe," and I started watching it with her. And within 6 months, I'd literally put my foot through the TV and sent it back, saying it was broken because it was just so
What?
shit. She was
I can,
very
I can,
upset
I can,
about it.
I can remember EastEnders. Wow. You stopped watching television a long time before I did because I can still remember snippets of of EastEnders, unfortunately.
Yeah, no, I couldn't put up with it. 6 months of watching a soap which I had no interest in at all, just because. So I just said, "Oh, that's it. The TV's going back."
But that's
And she
amazing
said she said she'd leave me if the TV went back. So
how
I
much
said,
subliminal messaging was already back in the day in those soap series,
"Yeah,
that
Oh
absolutely,
yes.
yeah."
yeah, it's
Like it
it's
was an attempt at being like reality TV almost. That's how bad it was.
Look
yeah, yeah, it
why.
was, yeah, it could have been the inspiration for reality TV
Yeah,
actually.
I think that's where somebody had the idea that we don't have to pay to make this anymore and get writers in. We can just go around somebody's house and film them. You know.
Why most
Yeah,
your
I,
favorite
I
things?
lived I lived in the Netherlands right when the first and the Dutch are responsible for reality TV.
Okay.
And I lived in the Netherlands on one of the very first Big Brother things came out. That was one of the very first reality TVs, and I happened to meet somebody that worked on the choosing the people to get on the program, and he literally told me that they tried to put personalities together that they knew would clash.
Oh yeah, of course, yeah. Drama
just
always
just
sells, yeah.
just to make good television, and they spent an awful lot of time and money on just vetting the people. And eventually they didn't even need to do it anymore because only the people that wanted to clash would even, sign up to these things.
Sorry, what did you say, Mod?
Oh, I said your favorite thing stopped by in the chat.
My favourite thing.
Yeah.
What are
Sorry.
you talking? What are you talking about, Gabe? Missing.
What? I didn't hear you.
I'm trying to find out what you mean. Is it the
Oh,
one that
there was just
Robin
a person
posted?
out there. I can't really. I don't want to. What? Yeah, I don't know how to ask you to read the name without just straight up asking.
Okay. I have no idea what you're talking about right now. Oh,
Is
there's
it
only one
gangster?
that you don't know, which is Gabe. Is that right?
Is it
Yeah, that.
gangster?
Oh,
No,
that's GG, is it? Okay, right, yeah,
no,
whatever. Garbage Ghost, is it? That's
no.
not. No,
Is
it's
it?
somebody else.
Hello?
Gabe Owners
It's,
Jr. Is that
I know you
funny? Is
know
it?
that. Yeah, it's
I don't know
hilarious.
who that is.
I don't. You don't. Somebody said
No,
it was me, but I guess we'll never know.
I'm gonna have a quick look here.
Well, BS
I
is
wish.
garbage ghost.
I know. I seen that. I was wondering why he said that.
Um,
Gabe owners, Zymos. Do you not hear it when you say it?
Uh,
Gabe, Gabe owners. Gabe owners.
Gabe Boners. Oh, that's hilarious. Yeah,
that
yeah,
it,
yeah.
it does sound like one
Okay.
of your alt accounts, Mod.
I
Like,
swear. I wish it was. I do. I wish. I wish. Because I would totally use it on JL, but and I don't mean the gay boners. I meant like I would use the name, in his chat right now, because he
yeah,
would never even do this. It would just
but
be.
they said they would never join a panel of heretics.
I'm
um,
feeling underprivileged now because I've never had the pleasure of meeting a gay boner.
You are on a panel of heretics.
I love the way BS wrote or read the name in that show we did, where he's like gay boners.
Uh,
I
BS,
Put
couldn't read.
a short of that up or something.
BS said you
Yeah, I did.
linked the video with garbage ghost there or something. That was his name. That was who BS in as. Remember, he had like the Oscar the Grouch, like his
And he was making fun of Logan.
yeah. Yeah.
Well, it was Gainster Ghost the first time, and I couldn't read it. I couldn't read the gay boners one either, and then BS was like, "Let me help. I got this." Stepped in for me.
I didn't see it. I'll be honest. It's kind of similar to a Beavis and Butthead one, right? When they used to talk about the singer of U2. That's my boner.
That's not me though. I swear.
That was Beavis and Butthead. Like a comic thing from
Yeah, there's
I don't know,
also some
80s.
YouTube. There's also some YouTube presenter that comes up with a myriad of these names and then goes out to order food. Where they call your name out when your order's ready.
Oh
And
yeah, I've seen that. Yeah, yeah.
it's kind of hilarious. The amount of people that just don't get it at all. But the ones that realize it as they're saying it, that crack up, yeah, it's kind of fun to watch.
I do have one on my channel. There's a guy that works at where does he work? Works at Aston Martin now, and his name he's German, so it's spelt funny, but his name is Mike Crack. So whenever I say anything, it's like, yeah. So I've been speaking to this guy at Aston Martin, and my crack says X, Y, Z. It's just a running joke that we have between Fabio
It's
and myself.
funny, growing up as a kid, my best friend was a kid called Adrian King, and they literally, you know, his aunt literally called their eldest son Nosmo.
My mom's name was Nita
Nos,
Snack.
Nosmo King.
Nita Snack.
Miss
Her
and
name was
has an account that's called My Crotch. What's it called? My Crotch.
Mike Crotch Burns.
My Crotch Burns. Yeah.
It's Mike Crotch Burns.
Yeah, Mike Crossburns. And whenever she comes in on it, she sits there and flirts with me and asks me out. Shit, she was like,
I do. That would be me as a man. Like, I just totally out there just slaying it, you know?
so that's her alts. She likes to those little play on words kind of things, but
I wish.
Actually,
I mean, I've
I-
even looked them up before, and I haven't ever found one that good. Not
Well,
that good.
Actually, in the Netherlands, there are literally thousands of people with the family name born naked, and it's Nachtgeboren. And the reason that they actually got that surname, they're not even related, is because what's his name? Napoleon, when he invaded the Netherlands, he insisted that everybody needed a family name or a second name so he could tax them better. And lots of them just, oh, I was born naked. So there are literally thousands of born nakeds in the Netherlands alive today because of that joke.
Which is absolutely true, too.
Oh,
So
well, completely true.
I realised like quite a long time ago that we have an early example of that in the English language, which is William Shakespeare. Mm-hmm.
Don't leave. William Shakespeare. Do you think that's a joke name?
I think it is. Yeah, Willie,
Because
Willie
he's shaking his spear.
Shakespeare. Shake the spear. Yeah.
you
It
think
literally means play with your Willie.
I'd never thought of it that way, but yeah,
No, I know.
they
I
do
was
say
writing.
that-
I was
they
writing a
do say-
parody. I was writing a parody of Macbeth, and I was doing like all of these because Shakespeare tends to have all of these dick jokes in it. He's famous for his dick jokes, and yeah, so I thought, oh yeah, that's really funny. So I started writing these parody things with loads of dick jokes in, and then I got to the end and put Willie right as just a joke, right? I thought, oh Willie, that's a dick name, you know. And then I wrote Shakespeare, and I went, oh, that's also a dick joke as well.
Yeah, but people say that Shakespeare was really Sir Francis Bacon.
Yeah, I don't know.
Me neither. But
Yeah, I'm not.
yeah,
what? Who was Francis Bacon?
Sir
Francis
Francis
Bacon.
Bacon.
He was a lord, I think, or something, or aristocrat.
I can't keep up with all these conspiracies. I really can't.
He was a sailor, in fact. Wasn't he the guy that went to East Indies or something and brought back something for Queen Elizabeth I?
That was Sir.
Oh no, that
Francis,
was Drake. That was Drake. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, that was Drake. He brought the Queen some marijuana back. I'm not sure whether it's true, but
Yeah, I'm not even sure.
oh, there is a funny story connected to that. So when potatoes first started to come back, people started to grow them in botany labs, and the peasants apparently they thought it was special, so they started to chop the top of the leaves off, the leaves of the plant, and they started eating them, and it was making them extremely sick. So they decided that this potato thing was absolutely rubbish and extremely bad for you because it only made you sick, and they didn't realize that you had to eat the root part.
Aha. Yeah, no, I always thought that as well. Like, except with tobacco, it's like, you know, he's obviously a complete fucking idiot because he could have brought back marijuana and not tobacco.
Yeah. Tobacco was definitely the lesser of the yeah. But
Right.
mind you, marijuana in the UK for hundreds of years was just an ordinary medication that everybody took, from the richest to the poorest person. You had two choices. It was either opium or marijuana. So
I don't know when from, but yeah.
yeah, back in the Victorian times, you know.
Oh, right. Okay. Well,
Yeah.
mostly that was gin and opium. Yeah.
So, but yeah, those were the two major medicines. It was either marijuana or opium, and there were like zero overdoses back then, if you see what I mean.
Oh no,
So
no, that's not true. Not true.
back in the Victorian times, from those two specific drugs, there were no overdoses. People used something called laudanum, and
Hmm.
that could kill you. Basically, I found out that it's lettuce juice, wild lettuce juice, laudanum. And what was the other thing that they? Oh, arsenic. Yeah, they used to take arsenic as a drug, and that would kill you. But the marijuana and the opium itself, it was never a problem in the
No,
Victorian
opium's
times.
always been a problem. Um, so
A,
you know,
a relatively very small, especially seeing as doctors used to prescribe it to everybody.
well, I wouldn't say
Yeah,
everybody, but specifically a lot
They
of
still
women for
Mm.
their monthly problems.
yeah,
Stop
they
being
didn't always
crazy.
get good decisions about things. Yeah.
Oh yeah, they had no idea really. And like as I said, there were big problems with opium back in the day when it was first discovered
Maybe,
back from
maybe,
China.
maybe. Yeah, China was the big, but that's already when the British started changing the chemical formula and turning it into modern day heroin. So yeah.
I think yeah. So anyway, gin was a big problem, really big problem.
Oh, a massive. They used to give it to their babies, and it was cheaper than water in London.
Yeah, well, yeah, a lot of poor
It's
people used
funny
to
that
just drink it
alcohol has
so much.
caused the most damage, yet it's consistently, apart from that little thing in America, it's consistently been a legally available drug.
Yes. Yes. It causes like how many DUIs do you hear and like crashes and um, like of people who were high on pot? You don't
No,
drunk
but
drive.
yeah, I know pot smokers, and they say that if they go out and they have like a gathering and they get very, very high,
Yeah,
uh, in those cases they actually drive more carefully.
they drive slower too.
Yeah, it does the opposite. It makes them more cautious, if you see what I mean. So yeah, whereas alcohol, for some reason, it's like, I can do this.
Yep.
Yeah, also wears off quicker as well, so no, can't.
Well, y'all, I'm gonna shut it down. I'm about ready to go to bed. I think.
Okie doke.
Just hold on. I'll let all of you say something before you leave and put your say your channel or whatever, or say whatever you want to say. Robin, you want to go first?
No, it's just lovely. Like I said, I'm up anyway because my dad's up and about, and having somebody to talk to has been nice. Thank you for your time.
Yeah. Like tacos is going. If you ever want to come over there, like it's going usually at night.
I can't
Um,
afford to go to tacos. He charges too much money.
you don't have to pay. Mod doesn't.
I'm kind of being facetious.
Oh,
You,
okay,
you,
okay.
you
Because
can put
he wants you to
Taco's
pay,
link
right?
in the chat if you would like. I'm
He
gonna
ignores
sign
you
off
if you
now.
don't pay. Let's put it that way.
Okay, Missy Mod, can you get it or I'll get it?
Get
Never mind.
the tacos link.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can grab it. I can grab it.
No, no, Mister. No, you're not coming in here. The guy that's trying to get in here, you're not getting in here again. That same
Who?
guy is like trying to get in here.
Yeah, I
Almost
can see him. I
ladies.
can see him. Yeah,
Yeah,
ban him.
Go on, dude. Like, go back. Last time after you did that to me, I came to your channel and I went on, and you had like, I was like the only person in the chat in your lame ass channel. So you can just go back to where you came from. Yes.
Yeah.
Well done, you. Yeah.
Thank you. Yeah. You're not getting by in here again. No. I did subscribe to your channel though, and you should subscribe to mine in return. So thank you.
You know he does.
I actually have like watched a little bit of content. Like I don't understand really why that person came in and said what they said, considering who they actually are. It's really weird.
They do that everywhere.
Yeah.
Everywhere I've ever seen them. They said it to a person's kid one time. About someone's kid.
They're just immature. That's all. They're just immature. So.
Did Spooky put tacos in there? Is that what?
I put it in there.
Oh, Spooky did what? Oh, Spooky put his own channel in there.
Yeah.
Why not?
I didn't even know that I knew. I didn't even know that
Everybody sub to Spooky. Why not?
I didn't know Spooky had a channel. I don't think. You got
I'm going to put this in a chat as well. Everybody click on this link. It's perfectly fine. Oh, no, that's not the one. No, that's not the one. Oh, there it is.
Don't click on his link.
Oh, no, that's not the one. Jesus, I can't
yes,
find it.
hey, Robin. Mega Bloodbath is breakfast tacos. That's it right there. That's the Mega Bloodbath. And he's on every night, like all night long most of the time.
Who is that?
Robin, the guy that was up here with us.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, anybody that likes cowbell, click on that link that I just posted.
Okay. Miss Maul, you want to say something?
Yeah, everybody have a good night. Thank you for the show.
Nice to hear your voice, Mod.
Yeah, you guys too.
Thank you.
I'm glad I came over.
Did you? I'm glad you came as well.
You can hang out in the back, Maud, if you want to.
Yeah, I'm probably just going to take off. I was just going to let you end it, but I'll go so you can say bye to everybody.
All right, love you.
Oh, yeah, I've got a thing tonight going on, later on in my time tonight, 9 o'clock UK time, which is in about...
Are you going to be streaming or something?
16, yeah, about 16 hours from now. I'm streaming the Miami, which is in Florida, Mod. The Miami Grand Prix.
Oh, nice.
With the fantastic Fabio.
Well, I'll stop by.
And Lucky. So, yeah, please stop by, give us a like. That would really help. And then I would consider that a really kind thing for you to do.
Yeah.
And I'll raise them up to you.
Thank you. Thank you very much. All right, I'll see you guys later.
Cheers, bye.
Okay, go ahead. I was going to ask Dane. Dane is debating Jill, and I can't remember when it is. When is Jill, Dane? When is it?
Yes, you are, Dane. Miami is correct. Yep.
When is your debate? I want to tell. Is it tomorrow night? Maybe. Okay. Dane, when's your debate with Jill? And it's going to be on Jill's channel. I don't know. Okay, go ahead. You said, you done said yours. And everybody subscribe to Simos. He's 7. Yeah. He only needs 7 to get to 500.
7, yeah.
And
I'm excited. Thanks to you, we're beginning to get there. So.
Well, I kind of quit on you. Like one weekend, I thought I had it done, and then I just got frustrated because I didn't get they took more away. So, Like
Yeah,
I haven't done much streaming anyway. But all right, well,
that's all right. I'm going to put up some music soon, I hope. And if, well, maybe I will. It depends whether it gets taken down because it's all covers, which I did some time ago.
that's
And
cool.
if not, I'm going to bite the bullet, get some AI backing tracks and just play guitar over it and see what happens. And I'll
Cool.
post those at least. So there'll be some new content. And then in probably the next few weeks, I will be starting the State of the Onion. The State of the Onion again.
Yes, I would like to. I'd like to be able to come on and do that with you sometime.
Yeah, that'd be lovely. Yeah, it's an open panel thing, but I'll definitely give you the links and stuff. So that's no
That'd be
problem at
cool.
all. I can only have 10 on, but the first 10 that arrive, that's great.
Yeah.
So I'll put you on the list though for sure.
Yes.
Yeah, and it's on general topics. I don't know what the next one will be exactly. I could find out for you if you want to know.
No, I don't care. If I don't know
Okay.
anything about it, I'll just make up some shit. No.
Okay.
It's just the onion and everything.
Let's have a look.
And
Yeah.
everybody go to Captive Desk on Saturdays, Saturday nights, and watch Saturday Night at the Atheist. We have a lot of fun over there. Um, yeah, and then Skeptic Philosophy and Objective Ethics are on Sunday afternoons at the same time. That's 3 p.m. Central Standard Time. Both of them come on. So, but all right, thank y'all, and